Hi guys! Today I am going to show you some very simple ways to look younger with makeup. The most important thing is always skincare. Thank you so much to Clinique for sponsoring this portion of the video. I've already put my serums on my face, and next is to hydrate with a great moisturizer. I am using Clinique Smart Clinical MD Duo. I have put this moisturizer to the test. I have used it every single day, morning and night. I will show you guys my before and after pictures here. It's definitely completely hydrated my very dry skin. This moisturizer will work for any type of skin. It doesn't matter if you have oily or dry or combination skin. As you can see in the pictures, if you look at the discoloration on my face, I do have melasma. So look at the before pictures and you can clearly see in the after pictures that in only 2 weeks, my skin tone has definitely evened out. The dark spots look lighter, the lines around my eyes and my mouth definitely look more softened. I have little lines on the corner of my mouth. They definitely look more plump. The nasal labial folds, if you look at the before and after photo, you can see the nasal labial folds next to my nose look a little bit deeper, and they actually look a little bit more plumped up after 2 weeks. Let me know what you guys think about those before and after pics. I am definitely happy with the results. I'm actually going to use the moisturizer right now. I will show you exactly how I use it. This jar is $69. You do not need a lot of this product. It lasts a really long time. It has 2 different creams in the jar. First, I'm going to use the purple cream right here. This is to plump and volumize your skin. So anywhere that you want your skin to look plumper and to give it more volume is where you're going to put it. So I like to use it my forehead, under my eyes. You can use it. This is like another area that I feel a lot of women are dealing with, is the sunken in areas on the side. I am 52 years old. I've never had any Botox, fillers, anti-aging procedures, or whatever else is out there. So I am always looking for the latest and greatest products that I can use at home to make a big difference on my skin. I love that this gives you really fast results that you can actually see quickly. So I'm going down the nasal labial folds. I'm doing the little lines next to my mouth. Then I'm just going to rub that in. I massage my skin, you guys. I'm not one of those patters. I always massage my skin. It's so funny because Jessica Alba posted a video of how she basically beats on her skin and she looks amazing. I've just been doing this my whole life and I'm really pretty happy with my skin. So I'm just going to rub that in to all those areas. I like to use the purple revolumizing cream all over my face, especially under my eyes. I also rub it into my lips to give a more plumping look. Then I go into the white cream. This is to actually resculpt, and it will lift. It tightens and lifts your skin. So I do this on the jawline. I do it on my neck and my chest also. I've already done my makeup from here down just for the purpose of the video to make it quicker and easier. But normally I would do my whole entire neck down to my chest. I'm also just wiping any of the extra resculpting cream and just patting it on my face. And my face is now hydrated. It looks plumper and more youthful, and it is ready for the makeup. I will link the Smart Clinical MD Duo down below in the description box, along with all of the products that I am about to use. Thank you again to Clinique for sponsoring that portion of the video. Now on to the makeup. Next, what I want to do is make a clean, even canvas on my face. I definitely find that a full coverage foundation is way too much for my aging skin. So what I do is I take It Cosmetics CC Cream, Your Skin But Better. This is in tan, and I mix it 50-50 with this Sun Prize SPF 50 sunscreen. I've been playing around with all different kinds of sunscreen to mix, and I have found that this is the best one. It's kind of watery and it's a mineral sunscreen. It just mixes beautifully with the CC cream. I mix it in this little container. It's like a travel container. I just mix it 50-50 and apply it to my skin just like I would a moisturizer. This is super, super hydrating. This definitely applies the best with your hands, better than any kind of beauty blender or brush or anything. I always use my hands to really get it to blend the best. So you want to go down your neck and your chest, anywhere that's going to be exposed, to give a really smooth canvas on your skin, and also so that it evens out and there's no harsh lines between your neck and your face. You can see how this makes my face look really hydrated and almost dewy and glowy. Even if you have oily skin, all you need to do is add on more powder than I'm about to show you. I'm just using this Grande lip. It's so hydrating. It helps your lips stay hydrated and plump them up. I use this along with the Grande Lash and the Grande Brow. My brows have transformed. I have not had this much hair on my brows in so long, I can't even remember. I've been using this for about, I think, maybe almost a year, and my brows are like double the size that they used to be. I've tried every other kind of eyebrow growth serum. I also use the eyelash serum, even though I do have eyelash extensions on. When I decide to take them off, give my lashes a break, my lashes are still long and healthy. When I put on mascara, they look amazing. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. If you still have imperfections on your face, if you have any kind of blemishes, I will just go through the different products that I use. If I have a blemish, like a pimple, I use this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Micro Clear Concealer. And you just twist up the bottom. The concealer is right there. It has salicylic acid in it, so it will help heal the blemish while you are concealing it. So this is amazing. I don't have any pimples right now, which I do struggle with adult acne, but lately it's been really good. So I'm not gonna use this right now, but if you do get pimples, definitely have this on hand. Another thing that you can do for some more full coverage without really having that cakey look on your face is just putting a tiny bit straight out of the CC cream. You dab it into a sponge or a blender, and you just dab it onto any areas that you want a little bit more full coverage. So you're not caking up your face, you're just touching like any little imperfections that you want, and that will give you a full coverage look without making your face look really cakey. If you have spots on your face or any kind of imperfections, darkness or anything like that that you just can't seem to cover with anything else, this will even cover tattoos or any imperfections that you really want to cover up. It is super thick. It's waterproof. I'll show you here. You can see how thick that is. I mean, you cannot see anything through this, and then you can just kind of blend it out. You can use your blender like this to blend it out. I have 3 different colors here. This one is 210. This next one is 218. I'll put them right next to each other so you can see the difference in color. This one is 218. It's got like a more yellow look. And you can see how little I'm using. This last one is 221. And this one is a little bit darker than that with more of like a beigey color. But you can see how incredibly great these cover. So again, I would do the same exact thing. I would just use the little sponge and just dab it on any area that you want covered. You can also just use your finger like this and just dab it anywhere that you want to cover. Again, your face is not going to look cakey, but you will have anything on your face that you want to cover. The next thing I do is take this e.l.f. highlighter. This is in medium. Again, everything will be linked down below in the description box. This is super, super hydrating. And I put this under my eyes. I do have pretty bad dark circles. As I've gotten older, they are definitely getting darker, but they actually started when I was about 16 years old. So pretty much just, inherited the dark circles. I am mostly Italian and some Greek, so kind of just, I think a lot of Italian people have dark circles. I don't know, let me know. If you guys are Italian or Greek, let me know if you have dark circles down in the comments below. So I'm also going to go in the nasolabial folds where there's like a shadow of darkness. I like to go on the corners of my nose, just because there's shadows around there. I go at the top of my lip, a little bit in the center, a little bit in the center here. So anywhere that there's darkness on your face that you want to bring forward, you are going to go with a lighter concealer. I personally don't like to use a thick concealer. Like I said, this is super hydrating for more mature skin. Then I just take my finger and dab it so it blends in and brightens up under my eyes. I go in the corner of my eye. I actually go on my lid. And this also acts as a primer around your eyes. It brightens up the darkness around your eyes and just wakes up your eyes so much. You can see how my under eyes are still staying hydrated. It's not drying, it's not cakey. I'm going in the corners of my mouth. And I'm gonna add a little bit more right here. As we get older, this is another area that is going to kind of get that saggy appearance. So you want to use a brighter color there to bring that forward. If it's dark, it's gonna look sunken in and it's really gonna stand out. So I go on the corners of my mouth like that and just blend everything out. Then I go in with the Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Roller. Again, super hydrating and watery. I have turned so many people onto this and I have not heard of one person who does not love it. Just tap it in. You can use this basically over the same areas that you just did the e.l.f. highlighter. It does not get cakey. It just is a little more matte, I would say. This I also use like during the day to touch up around my eyes if I need it. And I never powder under my eyes, ever, ever, ever. Every time I have tried any kind of powder, it just looks so much worse under my eyes, and these do not get creasy at all. You just make sure that you've got it patted in, and you're good. Okay, now we have a great canvas to start doing more of a contour, to add some color. I'm going in with the Physicians Formula bronzer. This is in the color bronzer. This is discontinued. I am still hoping every day they're going to come back with it. I will leave very similar products linked for you down in the description box. I start on my forehead. So everyone's face is completely different. If you have a really tiny forehead, you're just going to want to put a little bit of bronzer very high up in the hairline like this. I have like more space on my forehead, so I'm gonna come down more. So the darkness is going to make your forehead look smaller. So if you already have a small forehead, stay up high near your hairline. If you have a larger forehead like I do, you're gonna wanna come down more with the bronzer. Again, the darkness is going to pull back and make things look smaller. The lighter areas of your face are going to make it look bigger and bring it forward. Then I do my cheekbones. I use this kind of as a contour and a bronzer for color at the same time. Then I always go under my neck and on my jawline. This will create more of a contour and a chiseled look, and it will camouflage any kind of sagging underneath your neck. So if you have a larger chin, I have a larger forehead and a larger chin, so I am going to take the bronzer more up on my chin like this. So if you have a tiny chin, you don't want to go darker over your chin. You want to keep it brighter. Same goes with your nose. So my nose is wider at the bottom. That's why I did the lighter concealer here, and it's more narrow at the top. And if you want to kind of get that lifted look of your nose, like if your nose is a little bit longer, I like to go on the tip of my nose right there, like kind of right underneath. And you can see that the shadow just kind of lifts your nose up just a little bit. I'm even gonna put some up here because the bridge of my nose is thinner. So depending on your face shape is where you're going to place the lighter to bring it forward and make it stand out, or the darker to hide it and bring it back. Another thing I like to do is, because the bottom of my nose is wider, I take a little tiny bit of the Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Roller and I just go right at the tip of my nose like that, just like right at that area right there. So it brings a brightness towards the center of my nose, and then again, the darkness at the tip. I also love the Revlon Color Stay Translucent Powder. It is white. It will kind of give you a contoured look depending on how you use it. I use the puff that comes with it and just dip it in. And what I do is go right under where I put the bronzer, from the corner of my mouth up. Right there. Same thing on the other side. And anywhere that you made your face brighter to kind of set that. So I'm gonna go on the corners of my nose, the center of my eyes right there. If you have more oily skin, you can powder your whole entire face. I don't do that though. I only go where I want it brighter and to bring it more forward. Then I take a big fluffy brush and I immediately wipe that off. This is a great way just to blend everything in. Another thing I do right now is go back into the Clinique MD Duo, and I go into the purple cream and I tap it on these little lines right over my makeup. It keeps it hydrated, it keeps the makeup from getting stuck in any lines, and it doesn't disturb my makeup at all. For cheeks, I'm using this beautiful pink color from IT Cosmetics. This is called Naturally Pretty. This just gives such a beautiful, like, flush look. You know, like when you're younger and you go outside to play in the snow and you just get that really pretty flushed look on your cheeks. I like to use this kind of on the apples of my cheeks. It just gives that more youthful look to the face, like it's a natural flush. Next, I love, love, love to use highlighter. I love the glowy look. If highlighter is not your thing, just skip over this part. Depending on your skin color and tone, you're gonna want to find a highlighter that works for your skin tone. This one is Blush Gems, so you can see it has more of like a pinky tone. This one has more of like a neutral. And then I have this one by Becca. I think this is Opal. I'll link it below. But this one is more of like a gold. Has more of like a gold yellow tone to it. So there are so many different kinds of highlighters. If you've tried a highlighter and you feel like, oh, it just doesn't work for me, it doesn't show up on my skin, it just doesn't look right, try a different color. I will link all of these for you and even more down below in the description box. I'm gonna go with the Moonlight Pearls. You can use a little brush like this. You can even use your finger. This is going to go right at the top of your cheekbone like this. You don't want it to go under your eye. You don't want it to go down too far. I just do a little line just like that. And it gives just such a pretty youthful glow. So you can see that side compared to that side. For brows, I'm going to use NYX Micro Brow in the color Espresso. And since I started using the Grande Brow Growth Serum, I really don't have to do a lot to my brows. Eyebrows are definitely something that you want to not have too thin on your face. Brows really are so youthful. They frame your face and make such a huge difference in how you look. I actually volunteered for a program called Look Good, Feel Better. It's a program for women going through active cancer treatment. And one of the biggest things that they were so grateful for is when I showed them how to draw their eyebrows back on, it just brought their face to life and they were so happy. Oh, by the way, you guys, whenever I do a sponsored video, I always donate a portion of my earnings to some kind of charity. Lately, I have been donating to No Kid Hungry, and that's what I'm donating to today. And for years, I was donating to Look Good, Feel Better, which is an incredible program. So I kind of just alternate back and forth what I am donating to. Just, it feels so good to be able to give back. It doesn't even have to be money. Just donating your time or your kindness makes such a huge difference. That's it for brows. Don't go crazy trying to get them perfectly even. My brows are never even. I honestly don't know anyone whose brows are perfectly even. Then I take hairspray. This is just Dove hairspray. And I use that to kind of set my brows. You can use anything. You can use like a brow gel. You can use any kind of hairspray. And it just helps kind of blend them and make them look more natural and full. You see what a difference this has already made in how I look. Just filling in the eyebrows just a little bit, evening out the skin, putting just that little bit of blush. You can even, like, I feel as I keep going on with makeup, I keep adding a little more blush. I just love it. I just feel like it gives such a really pretty glow to the face and it wakes it up. So if you guys are not into all the eye makeup and everything, just evening out your skin and adding just a little blush for color, framing out your eyes with your eyebrows makes such a huge difference. So everything I'm showing you is just whatever works for you. Pick and choose whatever you feel would fit into your day. Another thing to help your brows look thicker and frame your face more is to tint your brows. This one is awesome. This is a tint kit in dark brown. My eyebrows are not tinted right now, but if they were, they would basically look like this without any kind of product. I'll link this below for you guys. It's super easy to use. It's just like a couple of minutes. You mix it together, draw on your eyebrows. If you go onto my YouTube channel, you can see I have everything categorized, and you will see I show exactly how I tint my brows and put on my own eyelash extensions at home. So any questions that you have about anything that I have done, it will be on my channel. Another thing I feel that makes a huge difference on how youthful you look is your smile. White teeth. What I do is once a week I use this Plus White gel, and it comes with this tray, and I just put it in the top and bottom, bite on it. I leave it on for around 15-20 minutes, like if I hop in the shower while I'm shaving, walking around the house, whatever, once a week. You can use it every day if you want until your teeth get as white as you want, but now I just use it as like a maintenance. And for every day, I use Sensodyne Extra Whitening. This is great for, I actually started drinking coffee again. Yes, I'm a coffee drinker. No, I do not have any, what are they called? Veneers, I think? Or, yeah, veneers, right? When you have fake teeth, or I don't know. But anyway, these are all my teeth. I have never had anything done to my teeth other than braces for many years, and I still have like an overlap right there because I didn't wear my retainer for the time of my life I was supposed to, so they kind of overlapped again. But anyway, yes, these are my 52-year-old teeth. Never had anything done to them except for braces, and the Plus White and this Sensodyne is how I keep them so white. So all I have on my lips right now is the Grande Lips, which is like a plumper and hydrator. If you want, that's all you have to do to your lips, and I feel like that when your lips are hydrated, it just automatically gives you a more youthful appearance. Another thing I love, love, love to do, I'll hold these up. I have so many of these Runway Rogue lip products. They are such quality products. These are a lot of the glosses, and you can see they're like all these different colors. There's like a red gloss. I'll even show you what this looks like as a swatch. So it's red, but it's just this beautiful, like glossy color, and it stays on your lips. It stays super hydrated. I absolutely love these products. They have all different kinds of mattes and shimmers and just such beautiful colors, but the glosses are what I've really been into lately just because they're super, super hydrating. This one is Runway Red. So if you want, you can add, you know, just that little bit of color. It always gives you a more youthful appearance to bring color to your face, especially when everything looks hydrated and not dry and powdery and cakey. So this is the Runway Red. I'll show you one more that's very soft and neutral. If you like an even more natural look, this one is called Bride in Show. And it's just such a beautiful, soft, pinky color. It has just a tiny hint of pink just to give you that really beautiful glow to your lips. There's so many different colors. I will link these all below for you guys as well. For eyes, I'm going to keep it very neutral. There's a few things that I like to do for a more natural look, just to give a more youthful appearance. One thing that I like to do is to take a bronzer and this is the same one that I used on my face, and use this as the eyeshadow. So I start out in the corner of my eye, and I just do kind of like a tapping motion, and then I drag that through the crease, and I also go up to the brow bone. I do this to give my eye like a more lifted effect. You can see the difference from this eye to this eye. I'm not going up to the brow on the inside, but I am dragging it into the inner corner like that. And then I go up, kind of tap, tap, tap. Then for some really pretty soft neutral eyeshadows, I'm going to use this Sigma palette. This is Warm Neutrals Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. These colors are absolutely beautiful. They're so neutral and all different shades and tones of brown. You really don't need to spend a lot on an eyeshadow palette. I have high-end palettes like the Sigma one. I have palettes like these e.l.f. eyeshadow palettes that are so much less expensive, but they're still beautiful. This is the Pumpkin Pie e.l.f. palette. It's a bite-sized palette. This one is Cream and Sugar. I'm gonna go into this passion fruit color with my finger. This is such a pretty matte color. And I'm just gonna wipe that on my lid. It just makes it more opaque using your finger and gives you more pigment of the color. And I'm going to bring it up onto my lid just a little bit. So when you open your eye, it's where you're still going to see it. So depending on the shape of your eye is where you're going to bring it in. And I'm just blending that in and coming up towards the outside of my eyebrow so that I'm bringing the color up and it just brightens up my eyes. If you want a little more lift to the outer corner of your eyes, just take a darker brown on the outer corner. I'm going to use this henna color. This is a really pretty soft brown, and I'm going to place that only on the outer corner right there. I'm just dabbing it on the outer corner and blend. You can take a fluffy brush if you want that even more blended. Just keep blending. Another trick, if you ever put on too much eyeshadow or you're like, oh no, I didn't want it that dark, all you do is dip it into a lighter color and just blend that, and that will totally smooth that out and get rid of any harshness. Now I'm gonna take the Garnier roller and roll that onto my hand and use this flat concealer brush, and I'm going to just go up from the corner of my eye to my eyebrow. This will give a much more defined look and help the eye look even more lifted. Totally personal preference what kind of look you're going for. You can keep it smoked out and not make the line like I'm doing with the concealer. I prefer this because it gives more shape and definition to the look and really, really lifts the eye without any eyeliner. Then I take a little bit of the translucent powder and I dab that right at the outer corner, not under my eye, only the outer corner, just to set that. Then I take the blending brush again, just to blend that out so it's not too harsh. So you see how much that completely lifted up my eyes and just woke my eyes up. Again, you guys, whatever look you're going for, just skip over the parts that you're not into. You could totally stop right here, but I really, really love the look and the brightness that a highlight gives to the eye. I'm gonna dip into this color Beaming right there. And this does have a little shimmer. Yes, it is fine to use shimmer over 40, over 50. It's just where you place it. So I'm just using a tiny bit in the inner corner Just blending that in. Then I'm going to put some in the inner corner. This helps with the darkness. It helps to brighten up your eyes and just give you that glow. Then you can take the same brush and just blend that out. That is all I do for eyes because I do have eyelash extensions. But if I did not have eyelash extensions, the next two steps I would do is curl my eyelashes. This will help lift your lashes, and then apply a coat of mascara. My favorite mascara when I'm not wearing eyelash extensions is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. The last step is setting spray. This is e.l.f. Dewy Setting Spray. It smells delicious, smells like coconuts. This will help set your makeup and keep your skin dewy and hydrated so it doesn't look dry. This is the finished look. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. You can also click the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all of the videos that I upload. I hope everyone is doing amazing. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.